Attorney at law for an eyewitness who claimed to have witnessed the police shooting of 3 men on the Kingston Seawall on March 15th is somewhat not surprised that the government is silent on the March 15 shooting. Hughes was speaking at a press conference on Monday afternoon at his Hatfield Street office.
That was back then, but what I will say is that at the end of the day, governments tend to want to protect their state agents. So whenever they get into office, despite whatever their protestations are before they get into office, they then start to protect the people who are there to protect them in office and carry out the law. So I don't believe that the conduct of this government is any different from its predecessor. And not that I necessarily expected, I hope perhaps for different conduct, but I don't expect anything different.
Those killed are 46-year-old Dextroy Dottie Curtis, Kwame Hassan of Buxton, East Coast Demerara, and Errol Dynamite Adams of Dartmouth, Essequibo Coast. Hughes, who was also the chairman of the Alliance for Change, said that his political affiliation is not the topic of the day.
This is an execution. It doesn't matter who the president is or which party is in power. The citizen at the end of the day needs to be protected from this sort of arbitrary action by agents of the state.
Acting Police Commissioner David Ramnarine is already on record saying that the killing of the 3 men by the police is justified and that the men were part of a criminal gang.
That this criminal act would have occurred with the potential for deadly force to be used by the suspects. They had intended to use deadly force in the furtherance of that criminal act. The 3 guys who, unfortunately, because no police officer sets out to execute a citizen, I have seen on social media and I've read in black and white language which says in very strong way that there was some semblance of execution. But I will tell you, the Guyana Police Force, with the strides that we have made, the capacity and capability building that we have done in the last years, no officer sets out to execute anyone.
Contacted on Tuesday, Crime Chief Paul Williams confirmed that he met with the eyewitness and his attorney and that the eyewitness will be interviewed by police in the presence of his attorney.
When I looked at the seawall, I saw cops out there. The body was lying on the ground. The person lying, standing up over the person. You understand? So when I look away about 15 minutes, look back, camera people show up on the scene, police show up on the scene, lock down everything, and after then was that.
So who were there first? The men in the black car or the police?
The men in the black car come out first.
They were on the scene first?
Yeah.
And the shots were coming from their car? Did they
No.
fire the police?
The silver car is the police car.
Right.
The black car is what's not. And the car from behind start opening fire. I don't know if it's at the car or up in the air or what may be the case.
So did you see any exchange of gunfire? Did you see
No.
men in the black car shoot at the police?
No.
You did not. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.